to the
Sister Podcast.
Ep.1. And today's episode is going to be on body positivity and just the body ideals, the information we need to know, stuff that we've gone through personally. And to start off, we're going to introduce ourselves. My name is Armani Washington, a freshman media broadcasting journalism major from Chicago, Illinois. My pronouns are she, her, and I currently serve as the freshman liaison for Best You.
Period. All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Michaela Gauze. I'm a sophomore broadcast journalism major, community development minor from Atlanta, Georgia, and I am the co-founder of Best You.
Period.
Hey y'all, I'm Patrice Roberts, a sophomore economics major, political science minor from the suburbs of Chicago, and I serve as this year's treasurer.
And last but not least, I am Ilana Algi, a sophomore biology major, chemistry minor from Denver, Colorado, and I serve as the events chair for Best You.
Oh, I love that. Look at this Black excellence, this Black woman.
Period.
And so I'm actually just going to jump right off into the video, into the topic. And the first question is, what does positive body image mean to you? Anyone can answer.
I think a positive body image to me is someone who, just loves the skin that they're in. Whether they're tall, short, big, or small, they just embrace themselves. You can definitely tell because they're always walking with their head held high. They wear whatever they want and they just feel good, and they do. So that's a positive body image for me.
I agree. I think positive body image is loving who you are, but I think it can also encompass working on loving who you are, because you don't necessarily have to just love who you are all the time, because I admit that I don't just love who I am all the time. So working on loving yourself and working on just being you.
Yeah, I agree with what you two said. For me, it's more so, well, not more so, but being comfortable with who you are. Loving who you are.
It's like for me, it's all of what you guys said, including like being comfortable with how other people are as well and minding your own body, body business. Because
Right.
I know like sometimes it stems off like if you're judging other people's bodies, it's probably because you have this negative connotation with your own body. So I feel like that's also added into like a positive body image because people don't be minding their business.
Yes. See, I like that point that you just made, because a lot of these people that are like haters and stuff like that, or like the mean people, they're not necessarily content with who they are within. So they're just expressing their insecurities on you. So yeah, that's not cool.
Most definitely, especially on social media. But, we all know, we've all seen it. We've all been there, done that. I'll actually go into like the next question is if you have ever been insecure about your body, how did you fix it or what steps are you taking to fix it?
I have definitely been insecure about my body. There was a time when it was actually so I've been on campus. It was second semester. I was eating good, y'all. Punch Out. Punch Out was real good. And I was way heavier than I personally would have liked for myself. And I was just not feeling good. So I worked out and I ended up losing it. But I found that once I lost it, I still wasn't happy. So just realizing that my weight and what I look like should not affect how I feel about myself. It is appreciating my body, appreciating what my body does for me. My body helps me live, my body helps me breathe, my body helps me walk, So that's what I did.
Yeah, definitely, I definitely agree with you. But I also, before I even give my 2 cents on this answer, I just want to say that I think society has conditioned us to always want more. So like, even when we look back on ourselves, probably in high school, we're probably like, oh my gosh, I look so good. I was so tiny then. But in high school, we hated ourselves.
Yes, that's
That's
exactly
my
what did it
whole
for
life
me.
right now.
Yeah.
That's exactly what did it for me. So wait, I'm sorry. Can I jump in really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I was looking at pictures because my iCloud storage is full. So I was like going back and deleting pictures, and I was looking at myself in high school, and I was like, oh my gosh, I was tiny. But I was like, then it was the next 5 pounds. It was always more, always more. So it was like, I'm going to look back on this time and think, wow, I looked great. So I might as well live in that now, wear what I want, do what I want, because I'm going to look back and wish that I had.
Man,
Yeah.
when I tell you, I can't stress enough. I promise you, my mom she's heard it all. Like I was like, oh my God, I'm big in high school. And I was like a snap. Like I was looking at my old pictures from like homecoming freshman year and I was like, ugh, body was banging. I want that back. But then I remember like freshman year, I was like,
Right.
I'm fat. And I was like, I don't know where I was getting that from. Like I was being delusional.
Yeah. Yeah. And that also like creates depression because that's not only when it comes to your body, like even when it comes to money. Most people want to be rich when they get older, right? Rich people don't stop when they get rich. They want more money. They want to become trillionaires. They want to be the richest person in the world. And that just creates like stress and depression. So like we honestly just have to figure out how to be comfortable with where we are at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Definitely. Because I saw like a thread, like a girl after she was like, I got surgery and I was still not happy with myself. And I was like, oh, wow. That like shows you like you can get as much change that you want to. And then it's all that's what's
About the inside.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's what's in, what we've been taught like all our lives.
Yeah.
And actually just with you guys talking about getting over that and actually learning the ways to like love yourself, what are things that you do on a daily basis that like hypes you up, makes you feel good on the inside and the outside?
So I have a story.
Oh,
Okay, so back in like middle school, I think when I tell you, I think I thought I was the ugliest girl in the world. Like, I didn't necessarily hate myself. I just didn't have a high self-esteem. I went to an all-white middle school, so like no one looked like me. I had a relaxer, still didn't like myself. But so I moved to Georgia in 8th grade. And when I moved to Georgia that summer, I was like, okay, this is like a fresh start. This is a clean slate. So every single day I texted myself in the morning and I like told myself how beautiful I was. Like
oh,
I had like when I started my first day of 8th grade, when I tell you I walked in there, I was like, yeah, it's me. And everyone's like, oh, who is that? She cute. Like, so like it really helps. Like once you start believing it within yourself, like it transforms.
oh man, I love that.
I love that. That's
I
so
just gotta
cute.
do that,
Yeah,
man.
please do
I
it.
just be texting myself links that I need to remember, like
Me too.
Real.
But now I'm gonna text myself that I'm beautiful and that I can do it. Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh wow. I mean, for me, I think it's just like the basic going into the mirror whenever like I'm free and just being like, wow, I love my body, or just trying on clothes that I have in my closet that I wouldn't necessarily wear outside because I'm scared my body wouldn't look right in them, and then realizing I look completely fine, I look normal and everything. I feel like that's just like my day-to-day life, like of hyping myself up in the mirror whenever I can.
Mhm. Yeah. And even like, what was I about to say? Even when it comes to certain clothes, like in the summer, I know I'm tiny, but like I feel really uncomfortable when I'm showing like all my skin, like the booty shorts and then the crop top. I'm like walking around like, oh my God. But like you see other
Extra
people,
jacket.
right? But you see other people, they're like, yeah, it's me. Look at me, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like,
Man, I'd be envious. I'd be like, wow, they just like coming out here with a bikini suit and they just
right?
boom. And I'm like, wow.
Like, you don't feel uncomfortable? Like, kudos to you. I want to be like that one day.
Man, because okay, this might segue into something else, but it was definitely like into that. So y'all saw the Aisha Curry tweet stuff on Twitter, right?
Yes. Yes.
So it was like someone in the comments, they were like, usually you don't feel this way, but then you're envious of that person that actually does feel that way. I mean,
Mhm.
even though I don't think that was her case, I think it was just her, it's something different. But like, I feel
Michaela,
like
you know what we're talking about with the Aisha Curry tweets? You look confused.
No, I
Okay, so she was tweeting
Oh.
like, I don't know why women show their bodies. They need to cover it up. I don't know why they're doing that. And then recently she posted that picture where she was like naked and you couldn't see nothing, but she was all naked. We're like, so what was you talking about?
because she wasn't comfortable in her skin at that moment.
Right. Right.
And then
So
she
she was projecting.
yeah. And then, well, I don't know, because she made a tweet and she said that was what she had tweeted about was a woman coming in Starbucks with just nipple covers on. And then so people were just like, huh. So everybody was like confused and jumbled, but I thought that was a perfect example. Like sometimes people be like, you need to be more modest, but then they're like envious of that person who coming out with a bikini suit, and I support them.
Me too.
Even like with people like her, she has to be really like careful about what she says because she's in the public eye. So a lot of people are going to judge her and flip and turn what she says. So she needs to say what she means and mean what she says.
Stick with it.
And
Yeah.
because I know living in the public eye, having a man that is a superstar athlete and then being constantly, because she is constantly, talked about like if her body's not a certain way, because you have to look a certain way to be an athlete's wife or to be a wife of somebody in that stature, which is another topic. Ooh, child. But yeah, like she's steady, like being like, talked about. Like when she was, I guess, bigger, even though she wasn't that big. She wasn't big at all. People were calling her big. They were like, oh, she needs to lose weight. And then she lost weight. And then people were like, oh, well, she must have lost weight because she didn't feel beautiful.
And that's why she's showing her body now, because she lost weight, right?
Like that goes into the Lizzo situation. Like, how do y'all feel about Lizzo? Like Lizzo in general,
I say take it all off.
I
Take it.
admire her so much. Like she has the confidence that like I think every girl wishes they had. Like she does what she wants.
I want her confidence.
And one thing that I love that she did was she showed, because so there's this bad connotation that if you're big, you're unhealthy. And she was showing her diet throughout the day. She was doing green smoothies, she works out. And I'm not saying like we needed that justification, but I love how she just showed that to prove like everyone that's calling her unhealthy, like she's like, no, I live a very healthy life. This is just my size and I'm happy with myself. And people are like, oh, you're happy with yourself? And she's like, yeah, I'm happy with myself. And people just can't understand it. And I'm so happy that she's proud of herself and confident in herself. I think that's amazing.
They're like blinded by this society thing that in order for you to be confident, you have to be a certain size. And so like when they do see somebody that isn't the normal size, I guess like a Victoria's Secret model size, that's confident with their body, they get like shooken up. Especially men, because they think they have power over the women's size, and they don't. They don't know how our bodies fluctuate.
Yeah, and that also like just goes into like society standards of everything. Like even like a bunch of artists, I'm pretty sure Lizzo had people or managers telling her you need to lose weight if you're going to be successful. She stayed true to herself, and now look at where she's at. People like Meg Thee Stallion, all she does is she be showing what she got and she be shaking it, right? I'm pretty sure some people were like, no, you don't need to do that, but that's her brand. That's what makes her who she is, and she's saying.
I do have a question. Okay, I don't know if y'all have seen this. I just recently learned about it because of class. But there are different types of I guess promotions or different types of what is it called, guys? No, it starts with a C. Y'all know what I'm talking about. No, it's the
communication.
Commercial.
Oh.
We were all on so many different things. But it was a commercial with Dove with women of all sizes, shapes, and colors, and like underwears and tank tops or whatever. And then you have Victoria's Secret, same thing, probably a little bit more revealing, but the Dove one got called, inappropriate.
I didn't know what was wrong with the Dove one.
It was nothing wrong to me.
Nothing was wrong to me either.
I was confused.
Right, I'm trying to figure out what would be wrong with that too, because I mean, okay, yes, Victoria's Secret, lingerie, but Dove is body, like you're cleaning yourself, so I don't really understand.
Because they weren't sexualized.
Hey,
let's talk about that.
They all had natural bodies. I mean, the everyday body was in that commercial, but it got deemed, too sexual and inappropriate. But the Victoria's Secret model commercial was fine.
That are selling sex.
It's because from the beginning of time, that's what Victoria's Secret branded themselves as. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think Dove is trying to, rebrand themselves now. So of course it's going to be different to everyone. Of course people are going to have something to say. That doesn't make it right, but that's probably why, I think.
I can see that.
Yeah. Ooh, we? Okay, so you guys know plus size models and plus sizes in different stores, such as Fashion Nova, Pretty Little Thing, Shein, all the brands, the regular
Mhm.
stores. Do you guys feel as though they only pick certain type of plus size women?
Mm.
Because I'll
Absolutely.
let y'all know my little side. I feel like most of the plus size women that they pick, they're still in this like okay kind of section
Yeah.
rather than say for instance someone of Lizzo's shape. They don't have women like that put on Fashion Nova for the plus size section.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm
yeah.
just let y'all see what y'all think.
Fashion Nova, those plus size models, they still have like that hourglass figure.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
I need to see the curves, the natural bodies, the rolls,
I
like
need to see the back rolls.
yeah.
Man, because I got them and I ain't seen a model yet. And I was like, man, I want to know what a shirt like me, what would it look like on me? But I don't know what it's gonna look like, so I don't buy it.
Photoshop. They like over oil people's bodies. They put makeup on people's bodies to just like give this false reality that everyone's perfect. So now these little girls, they look in the mirror, they're like, oh, why do I have stretch marks? Those models don't have stretch marks. Or
Yeah, they
how come I
do.
have rolls? Those
Right.
models don't have rolls. Like, no.
Yeah. Like I remember just growing up and seeing like Forever 21 models, and I'll be like, oh, I don't look like that. I might can't get the clothes. I won't look good in the clothes. But now, me being smarter and realizing I'm not the problem, I'm like, oh, I'll rock the clothes, I'll rock the shirt, the jean jacket.
Yeah, and it's even harder to like picture yourself in certain clothes when there's only one type of model. Like there's so many different types of body types. Like there's people that are just like straight, there's people that's curvy like everywhere. There's people that have a lot of chest but no waist. Like, like they just need to show like a bunch of different types of shapes.
Man, I would love that. Like just,
Yeah.
so I'm able to see other girls are able to see like their bodies are okay in this certain like wear.
Yeah.
Definitely, I agree. Everything stated has been on point. Period. So I guess you guys, if you guys have any actual tips to like, I guess get more comfortable within your skin. I heard about like what you do on a daily basis, but things that you can do differently or how to stop yourself from just going negatively on about your body. Like what tips do you guys have?
I adopted this new thing. So, okay, it's called like body checking. So, when you like, so like at the end of the day, you're about to shower and you're like looking at yourself and you like subconsciously, you're just like looking at like your size and you may be like, ugh, or like you're looking at your stomach and you're just like, ugh. Instead of doing that, I'll be like, wow, you fine. I just like really hype myself up. Even if there's that voice that's telling me I'm not, I really just like reverse it. And like, or even if I don't like it, I'm like, that's okay. Like, that's supposed to be there. Like, that's where your uterus is. It's all right to have that. It's okay. So just like talking myself and just reversing like the way that I think rather than being negative about it.
Yeah.
And that has helped me so much. Like within these, I've started that about like 4 months ago. That's helped me so much. And just my body positivity and how I hold myself.
I love
Yeah,
that.
that's the law of attraction. The tongue is powerful. Okay, that's like sometimes if you lie so much, you start to believe your own lie. Like not like that, but like not you're lying about your body.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like,
I get what you mean.
yeah, certain things you're like, I didn't do that, and you know you did it, but then you forget that you actually did do it. Like, so she's like, okay, you have to start conditioning yourself and telling yourself something so you can start to believe it or it can start to happen, manifest. Yeah.
Just to even add on to this, like the word, like your tongue, my mom has always told me this since I was little, but what you say out loud, your body hears it. Like your body is taking in that energy. So if you're saying, oh, my body isn't this, your body's gonna feel not that, it's gonna just, not be cute if you don't feel cute. And I would just definitely say, like, Michaela said, like when you speak it out loud, it comes right back. It's like positive energy. Some things that I've been starting to do would be not restricting myself with certain clothes because recently I've been getting the jumpsuits. I've been getting the dresses, the tight fitted dresses, the dresses that go stop at my knee, because I used to just be like, no, I can't do that. My body isn't good enough for that. But I've recently been stopping myself, and I'm so proud of myself because I've never done this. I was stopping myself from saying that, getting the clothes that I wanted and rocking them. Like, don't even get me started. The fits are going to be crazy this summer. But just rocking them and
Crazy.
getting them, I was like, yes, it's helped my confidence so much.
I can't wait to see the pictures. I'll be looking out for those.
Oh, period.
I
Summer,
expect them.
I can't go outside, but I look cute.
Right, agreed. We just need the pictures. That's all.
Say less. Say less.
Yeah, I think that's something that I'm gonna my New Year's resolution, even though it's like almost March, is to, just stop caring. I think a lot of us care too much about the opinion of others, whether we want to admit it or not. We do. So just like do whatever makes me happy and whatever makes me feel comfortable. And forget the rest. Because if I don't want to speak like this, but what happens if you were to die tomorrow? Like, would you be comfortable with how you lived your life today? Like, you just have to ask yourself that every day.
That's deep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to ask myself that every day now.
Yeah, do what you want. Like, yeah, life is short.
Oh man, because now you're making me think about, like, am I living my life to the fullest? Like, am I wasting my time? But do you guys have any final thoughts? Anything? Because to wrap it up, give them last minute advice, last minute tips, last things you want to say.
I'll just say, I say this all the time. Do what you love what you do. As far as it goes with body positivity, like we've been saying this whole video, like just it's not easy. But if you like just start to say stuff out loud, text yourself, look at yourself in the mirror, like things will start to, manifest within. So yeah.
Oh yeah,
Love it.
I love. Yeah, that was it.
That was it. Yeah.
That was perfect on a way to end this off. And we will see you guys next episode. Remember to share this, like, comment, boost it up. Share it to your friend, your group chat, your mom, your grandma, your auntie, uncle, all of them. And we will see you guys next episode.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.